All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Definitely, let's start off with a win for the week, as I need one right now. um, let's see who can start. Alex, you want to start?
Sure. Pitched probably like around 4 people over the week. Very potential, very good clients. A lot of income. They have the down payment. And for my VA loan, looks like they did accept it. Because we had a pivot for the 19% delinquency from the HOA. So we're getting that's coming along, and it looks like it's gonna close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's the lender?
EPM. Yeah.
Okay.
But it took underwriting quite a bit for them to come back to us. And a Friday, it was just like that vent from all the realtors. Like,
yeah.
All this, what's taking so long? This is beyond the norm. And I explained to him, well, this is not a normal file.
Yeah.
So
can you explain to the group what the issue is? What's the guideline, rule that it's that's in question? And yeah.
So basically, everywhere you go, it would be for any VA loan. It's 15% delinquency on the HOA properties, 60 days late on their dues.
Yeah.
So that's a big red flag. We did find some people that would do it. EPM was one of them.
Okay.
And we were running across further income issues because he only did 76 hours, his last pay stubs. But because he only did 76 hours, those other 4 were from his drills that he had to do because he's in the reserves. But we can't use his reserves income because he finishes the reserves this month in February. So it was like that. We submitted a letter of explanation, and looks like the ball is rolling. And we ordered the appraisal the other day, and things are looking pretty good.
Right on. So we now know that EPM will do an exception for VA condo delinquency.
Yeah, so there are a few others.
Okay.
I suggest you guys look into where all the scenarios are at. If you guys do run into that issue, I believe there's like 4 other people that will do it.
Awesome. Well, good for you, man. Seems like you got your hands full with borrowers and files. Awesome.
Oh, I also reached out to real estate agents in LA County. I let them know about Greenline. Majority of them didn't even know about it. So, and it's been out for quite some time. So they did send me a couple of our clients, kind of pitched them, let them know about the program. They didn't qualify for the program, but until I see everything, we'll subtract them out when it comes.
Awesome. Great work. Are you on?
I am. I guess not a big win, just coming back from a trip and not being too far behind. Be able to catch up on stuff that I wasn't able to when I was overseas.
Okay. Right on. Let's keep it moving. C, win for the week.
Win for the week. I don't have anything too motivational. As you know, Ragnar, I went through some issues with a water leak, and I'm just happy to say that I'm alive and I'm still here.
There you go. Positive mindset, goes a long way. I've been in a funk too myself, dealing with one issue, and I will share. This continues from last week. Sometimes, guys, look, it's just the reality of the nature of our work. Okay. There will be good days, there will be bad days, there will be some darker days, right? And for all of us, I think we can all say this is true, is every loan matters. And even someone like me, who I guess you could consider a veteran, every loan still matters, right? Because it's not just a matter of making that commission. It's not, right? It is really helping your client, right, achieve their goal, the biggest financial decision they'll ever make in their life. I mean, especially nowadays, right? Because we're not talking about $300,000-$400,000 homes now. We're talking millions of plus. And so, but it's also that trust, right? It's your reputation, right? Not just with the client, yourself as a loan officer in the industry, but it's a rapport that you want to build and keep and maintain and foster with your agents, right? Whether it's an existing one or gaining a new one. And then we get tested in this field, right? Sometimes it'll go smooth. Every transaction is great. Every escrow is awesome. And then sometime, and then you'll be thrown a wrench. It's just like life. And you will be called to step up sometimes, right? So yeah, I mean, my SpaceX one I shared with you guys last time, hit a snag again. Now we're on the verge of, okay, it might not go through today, right? And all of this because, again, when it comes down to SpaceX is not a publicly traded company. Fannie doesn't allow to you qualify RSUs. And I got wind, well, why didn't you there's $3 million in her portfolio. Why didn't you do a asset depletion? Right? And I talked to a rep. Why didn't we go with asset depletion? Why didn't you recommend this to me, even if I didn't catch it? Well, Ragnar, it's not a publicly traded. So we're back at square zero again, right? We couldn't consider asset depletion because it's not a publicly traded entity. We don't know if these funds are real or not. We need additional, information on it, and so on and so goes. So in fact, the reason why I got on a little bit late here was I literally called Morgan Stanley at work. I had to go through like 4 different departments because it's not, obviously Morgan Stanley is really big. And then I had to get the borrower on the line and so on and so forth. Sometimes you just have to take the extra step, guys, right? And that's the message I want to share with you and deliver to you guys is, yes, sometimes it's, hey, we got your tax returns, your W-2s, your pay stubs, your bank statements. We register the loan. We send it off to our wonderful processing team, right? And you order the appraisal and you collect HOA docs and you think you're good. Sometimes it's like that. And sometimes you have to do the extra work, right? You guys, I can't tell you right now, you guys probably won't even believe me. I literally fought with every AE and underwriter and every company that Giving Tree works with. I still am. I'm getting to know, I'm working with True Prime, and I'm talking with their office manager, Victor, their operations manager, Chris. I'm talking with everyone there. Sometimes you got to go through great lengths to get something done. Again, not like life isn't perfect. Loans aren't perfect either. And we have no control over that. But, the clear message is if you want to get it done, you want to build a reputation, how far are you willing to go? And so don't be afraid. There are some dark days, dark moments, and sometimes you need to vent or you need to talk to someone. That's where we're here, right? For each other, to kind of to support each other, to just be there with each other. It's just like relationships. If you ever need someone, I'm always there. Let's see. Today, so being out in the field, I don't know if Alex, you can attest to this or see on these type of platforms like Giving Tree is becoming more and more popular, right? I was at a social event. It was actually for the Home Ready team, and someone's spouse happens to be a mortgage loan officer. And so I asked him, hey, who are you with? And he tells me he's with, correct me if I'm wrong here, Peter. I think, is it called West Capital?
Yes,
Yeah,
West Capital Lending.
Capital. So I got interested. Why? Because if you guys follow social media, there's a guy named Mortgage Kitchen. He just joined West Capital. If you follow a guy named Min Win or What's a Mortgage, he joined West Capital. And so this spouse of a realtor at an event, I just started picking his brain, and we're talking and he's sharing things, and I'm like, okay, I'm just listening, right? I'm very good at asking questions, and you just listen. And he's a young guy, very, very enthusiastic, really driven. And he goes, yeah, you gotta come join us, man. We have over 200 lenders, right? And I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. And he asked me, and I gave him a number, whatever, 90. And anyways, the point is there are lenders like Giving Tree out there now. That's not a secret, and it's not to be a secret either. But when it comes to now working with different lenders here, whether it's 10 or 20 or 100, doesn't matter, right? Because really, realistically, are you going to be reaching out to 100, 200, let alone 50? Are you going to really reach out to all of them? No. Okay, that's just too much time and effort. But it's important to know which way to go, right? Do we go broker? Do we go non-del, right? And everyone interprets guidelines a little bit differently. There's nuances in the pricing, right? Everyone's looking at how much can I make. You want to maximize your profit and you want to give the best rate. All right, let me just kind of burst that bubble here. There really is no such thing. Okay, maybe on a few scenarios, but there's going to be a give and take somewhere. But it's important. It's really, really important for you to know how to navigate this, as Alex is doing with the VA. Who's going to allow this exception? For me, who's going to take on this non-publicly traded company? So today, Peter's going to kind of go over that, over broker non-del, right? Over loan pricing, and as far as also like kind of going through some internally, some operational and administrative, things that you guys should know as you're operating within our the Giving Tree platform. So Peter, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Wagner.